Hey everybody, welcome back to some more of the RimWorld playthrough. It's been almost exact, you know what, no, to the day, 2 months since we played this last. Let me just run the game on a low speed. So right now we have a poll in the chat because we have these guests who came in. One became Davis Ranger, the other one has not decided if he's staying or going yet. So we have a poll in the chat where people are voting on if this guy is gonna stay or if he's gonna leave. He's the guy dating Millie Girl. Right now, 63% of people think that he's gonna stay. Very exciting. Pouring rain right now. Okay, I need a little refresher. I'm sure you guys need a little bit of a refresher too. We are the Fabulous Freebirds of Bad Street, USA. We've got our nice little base here. We're still fairly early in the game, you know, it's a slow, long game and everything. We've got the rec room pretty well put together now. I remember that was one of our more recent projects. We also have Crowther here, who's some kind of weird eldritch monster. We don't really know what he's all about, so we've got him in the prison. We still need to make a real prison, by the way. That might be the next proper thing that we build. We have a little bit of a hospital thrown together. It's very basic amenities in the hospital. In fact, I should keep medicine in there. Let's build a shelf. Out of curiosity, which fossil did you take? I don't know. I guess you're all gonna have to ask. Storming like crazy here. Perfect cozy time to watch MTB. I hope your storm doesn't knock out your internet or your power or whatever. We had a storm here that was really crazy last night. And then we also had, we had a very short, intense rainstorm earlier today. But when I say short, I'm talking, it was only raining here for 10 minutes. If that. Last night, though, constant, non-stop flashes of thunder and lightning, you know? How's your neck? Right now I mostly feel the pain in my shoulder, but I know that comes from my neck, yeah. So it's really not been great the last few days, to be honest. I was going to stream yesterday, but I couldn't. By the time I had the free time to sit down and stream, I was having troubles with like a lot of tightness in the chest from the nerve pains. You watching WrestleMania 42? Yes. Hold on, what's... Oh, that's just Floor Blueprint. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I will be watching WrestleMania. My girlfriend has Netflix. Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain more today. I'm gonna check my weather. Because sometimes when it's raining really bad, I have a power flicker. And if the power flickers, my internet goes out because I don't have my modem on like a battery, like my computer is. Just to check, is your eye better now? Yeah, I haven't had an issue with my eye since, you know, the early Nuzlocke. I just got some medicated eye drops and it fixed it right up in a day or two. Let me just check the weather real quick to make sure. I actually have an electrician coming out, I believe tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or the guy to fix the door comes tomorrow. Sorry, like everything in this house broke in unison, I swear to God. I guess the door has been like the doorknob has been a little finicky for a while, but it got really bad abruptly. Is your foot better? No, not really. My ankle has been fucked up for like 2 years now. What is it, like a year ago, 2 years ago, that I rolled my ankle really, really bad? Yeah, it still doesn't move right, and it still gets sore when stretching it, but like it's gotten better. It's just, you know, I'm at like 70%. Really, I need to do a bunch of rehab on it. I just stepped wrong. I stepped wrong, and it immediately swelled up to like the size of a baseball. It was bad. I had like full-on zombie foot. Like I had all this like purple and shit in my foot. It was rough. It was just the internal bleeding, and it all pools to the bottom of your foot, obviously, so it looks really bad. Christian in AEW is a star. Oh, absolutely. That's the thing is, Christian was a huge star everywhere he went but WWE. WWE didn't really treat him that well. And like, I say that as someone who watched his whole WWE ECW run, and I enjoyed it. But they didn't treat him like TNA treated him or like AEW treated him. Nightmare whenever I hear how bad the healthcare is over there. I mean, yeah, the healthcare over here, there's a lot of issues. However, with the ankle thing, I never even got it looked at. Because, like, it was healing up on its own. It wasn't broken, it was just really sprained. I would have just gone to my usual walk-in clinic, but my doctor changed walk-in clinics, and the new one was a fucking nightmare to get to, and they don't let you walk in. Oh, some people who don't hate me. Oh no, they hate me, and they hate me slightly more now. Okay, from 80 to -80 to -92. Yeah. To what point does Android MTB become a reality? Man, I wish. Has Christian never had a heel turn where he changed his name to Satanist? No. There's an idea in there somewhere, though. Okay, so how are we doing in terms of food? We have a lot of meat. I don't know if we're producing enough crops for this size of a colony. It's hard to say. We have a lot of packaged meals, which ideally that's emergency food. Not the kind of thing we're eating just willy-nilly. Oh, Jesus. Incinerator started a social fight with Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate directly insulted Incinerator's body. This drove Incinerator into a rage, and he began a fight. Dude, Incinerator, do not fist fight Hand of Fate. Jesus. Yeah, they're no longer in a social fight. How banged up is he? Bruise. Cracked tibia. Yeah, don't fight Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate is like a bioengineered super soldier. Good lord. Yeah, he's going to the hospital. Jesus. Hand of Fate told a joke about eating zucchinis to Busby. And now they're in hospital beds next to each other. Okay, who's good at doctoring again? Best doctor is Soupnado. Okay, yeah, Soupnado's tending to the injuries. Hey, okay, we gotta set this to critical. And it's only herbal medicine and glitter. Yeah, medicine and herbal medicine. All right, I should have done single slot ones only. Well, I can fix that later, it's fine. You sound odd to me at normal speed. I watch everything sped up. I hear that sometimes. I don't get it. Maybe it's because I'm old now, but I want my videos to last longer, so I don't listen to things on speed up. The only thing I listen to on speed up. Sorry, I'm a little nasally today. Hard to talk. The only thing that I listen to on speed up is my own voice while I'm editing. Were you ever a fan of UFC? No, not really. I like. I've seen the first. I think it was the first 6 or 7 UFC events that ever happened. And those are pretty cool because UFC was completely different back then. The only rules were no biting, no eye gouging, and stay in the cage. I watched Keith Hackney beat Joe Son by taking him down to the ground, uppercutting him in the balls like 5 times, and then giving him pulling his pants down until he tapped out. So yeah, no, it was completely different back then. You could stomp people back then. Was castration legal? I mean, kinda. Didn't Tank Abbott try to throw a man out of the cage early on? I saw Tank Abbott in, I think, one UFC event. He did not try to throw anyone out in that UFC event. Although in his opening round, there was a guy called John Matua, who is he's like a Hawaiian dude. He came in saying he was like 400 pounds. He wasn't. I don't think he was even over 300 pounds. You could just lie back then. And he's like, I'm a master in Hawaiian bone breaking. And then he went in there with Tank Abbott, who knocked him out in like 30 seconds so bad that he was fencing. You know, where you get knocked out on the floor, and then you have your arms like stuck out in front of you while you're unconscious and you're stiff. And then Tank Abbott imitated him fencing on the ground to mock him. That was fucking crazy. I saw Keith Hackney get thrown out of the ring once in early UFC. I think it was against this big 500-pound dude. He got thrown out of the ring, and it didn't even break the round. They just kept fighting. He just ran back into the cage, and they kept fighting. Keith Hackney won when he punched the dude in the back of the head like 27 times unanswered until his team threw in the towel. But Keith had to, it was fucking awesome. But yeah, Keith had to pull out of the rest of the tournament because he broke his fucking hand punching this dude in the head. Now, Keith Hackney's a badass. Yeah, that same UFC with Tank Abbott, fighting the guy lying about his, oh wait, no, it was the UFC after the one with Tank Abbott, is the one where it was Marco Huas, the king of the streets. He didn't tell them his age. So when they do the tail of the tape and they show like the reach and the height and everything of the fighters, for age it was just 3 question marks. I don't think you can get away with that nowadays. That's fucking nuts. Okay. I think we have cutstone, right? We have like a decent little bit of cutstone. I think it's time that we build a little bit of a well, okay. It is time that we build a prison, but we could also just keep building bedrooms and use some of the bedrooms like a prison. You know what I mean? Because individual cells is safer than a prison, like a communal prison. The advantage of a communal prison is you can have like one table and a couple of chairs, and you can have artwork in it, and you can have a really good quality prison. But the disadvantage is if there's a prison break, they all break out. Whereas if they're in individual cells, one guy might break out. You know? Unless they changed it at some point, multiple will break out. I don't know. Okay. It is time that we make more rooms, though. I was thinking, do we just, like, stack it down here? Maybe we stack it down here. So that's 5, yeah. So 5... something like that. And then let me clean this up a little bit. Whoops. How do I feel about that? I don't like that none of these things are temperature controlled. Because when the next summer comes around, it's going to be a problem. The thing is, I remember we were having issues not having enough steel. Are we, like, out? No, we have some steel again now, but it's not much. What's the stone we have a lot of? We got a decent amount of limestone. So this outer wall is all going to be limestone. I'm going to get that room at least, like, hammered out a little bit. And let's get some road made of slate. We're just going to use our regular flagstone for this. There. So how's our weapon situation? How's my colonist doing? Well, the weapon situation is not amazing. We have a lot of just tribal weapons mostly in storage. Oh, we got another art done. Hospital. We don't have any in the hospital yet. Okay, we have a lot of just shitty tribal weapons. We do still have a normal quality revolver in there. That's an okay weapon. But we could really use better. There's Spiker there. Thankfully, we're doing research related to it. We are almost done machining, and then we can do gunsmithing. And gunsmithing is not a very expensive tech. God, we have a lot of animals in here. Nutrition growth isn't high enough, so we're gonna have to expand this pen again soon. And your character. Were you one of the animals? Because we don't have a character named after you. Let me check. Yeah, we don't have any characters named after you. You might be thinking of the previous playthrough. The one from, like, last year. All right, they're working on that. Cool. I am Alexa. Oh, right. Didn't it not fit? I'm blind. There you are. Sorry. You're good at mining, crafting, art, and intellectual. You're a tough, kind body modder. Those are pretty good traits, actually. No serious injuries, just an old scar on your left foot from an old gunshot, which slows you down very slightly on walking. Yeah, I might need to start growing hay grass. I mean, it grows year-round here, at least. And it doesn't require too much tending. A cobra is hunting a macaw. I wish I could tell Retred to go kill it. Oh, there's a random dead macaw up there. Huh. Okay, is anyone over here to deal with this? Hand to fate? Kill that cobra. Oh, are we gonna make it in time? Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, just kill that thing. There we go. Didn't even get hit. And haul that inside so we can get it in the freezer. All right, crisis averted, we're good. Did the guest end up leaving? No, he's still here right now. We have a poll that you can vote on in the chat. It's down to 56% say stay, so it's pretty 50-50 on if people think he's gonna stay or not. Busby tried to flirt with Millie Girl by complimenting her to a heavenly spring, comparing her to a heavenly spring. Millie Girl did not respond. Wow. Busby. That's, she's taken. That's kind of fucked up, and Supernado saw it. Wait. Okay, he's asleep. Wow, the boyfriend's asleep in the other room. He doesn't even know. Busby, you're playing with fire here. Thanks you for allowing him to stay at Bad Street for those 16 days. He's now moving on with his people. He says he won't forget what you've done. Wow. All right, the leavers won. The 44% won. Refugee leaving. He won't forget what you've done, which means there's a chance one day in the future we could see him again. He could come back and, I don't know, save us or something, or bring people with them. Who knows? I'm not interested, Busby. No! Maybe you are interested in Busby now. Your boyfriend is moving back to a faraway land. Yep. Your goth boyfriend's moving out. He's going off to war. Maybe? Busby's just laughing in chat. Millie Girl's crying. Busby's just sitting around. Well, I bet you look real dumb now, don't ya? Okay, a bunch of fertilized duck eggs. Right, we need an egg box, don't we? Forgot about that. We'll have an egg box right here. Save a little bit on travel time getting these things put away. We have so many ducklings. Still not interesting you, Busby. The stream is awesome, thank you. Oh, Millie Girl is able to convert, console, reassure, and preach health again. Now, we don't have anyone to convert. Or no, were we trying to convert this guy? I think we're gonna sell him one day. He's already Cult of Mint. Yeah, but he won't join. He's unwaveringly loyal. Okay, well, I guess we'll just plan out the prison, won't we? Let me just open my notes here. So we need a prison. Oh, I can check off rec room. We have that now. We need a prison. We have a lab. We have a hospital. We don't have containment rooms. We don't have a barracks, but we don't need one if we have bedrooms. We don't have a temple or throne room. We don't have anywhere to keep toxic packs, although we could make that pretty easy. We don't have a classroom, although we don't have kids, so we don't need a classroom yet. I would say a prison of those things is probably the most important. Need to start watching wrestling again? Yeah, you do. Haven't watched in a few years? I can always recommend some good stuff. Are you American? That's something I always have to ask because some wrestling shows are just easier to see in America. Like the Crockett Cup is on right now on NWA. And that show is on Roku, which is only in America. I VPN into the Roku website from Canada. But if you're American, my understanding is you don't need a VPN for that. Yes, I am. Hey, go look up NWA Power on Roku. You can just use their website if you prefer that, but I know it's also like the Roku app. Look up NWA Power, watch it, have a fun time. If you're watching on browser, use something like Brave, because its ad block doesn't get picked up by Roku, so you won't have to watch ads, and the website works properly. And it's only like a 45-minute to 1 hour show every week. It's a lot less of a time commitment than most wrestling shows. So it's easier to get into, easier to keep up with. And it's a fun time. I love NWA. Incinerator is fully healed. Good. After his cracked tibia. Or was it fibia? He's good. He's good. He's having his breakfast right now. He's an early riser. I usually throw my Tux Packs into my freezer until I can get drop pods and send it to my enemies. Yeah, that's what I do. I just don't want to eat up room in our already small freezer. Usually I make a freezer specifically for Toxic Packs. Don't really like the idea of keeping my toxic waste next to my meat that I'm gonna cook, you know? I like how Retro's taking a nap on our build site. I should probably clear that. It's a clear allowed area. This is no longer outdoors. But it adds flavor. I don't want to know what flavor it adds. It's seasoning, like pepper. Huh. I think it's a little spicier than pepper. Can we expand our freezer? We can, and we should. We're getting to that point where I think that that's just a good idea. We got the limestone for it, too. May as well. I'll do that. I'll use some of that existing steel wall there. YouTube started recommending me videos from 10 to 15 years ago. I like this. Yeah, you know what? I've been getting that a little more often, too. I also get recommended videos and streams from people who have, like, a couple views, less than 100 subscribers. And I really like that, because I found some very fun new channels, or just very fun unknown channels that way. I really, really like that, because on a lot of websites, it's very hard to get your break as a small YouTuber. And, like, that's not how it was when I got started, you know? Visibility was largely based around the size you already are. So, like, yeah, sucks that I didn't have that when I was new, but I'm very happy that new people have that now. And here we go. You completed Unknown Survivors. Which one was that? Oh, that's just the refugees. They've made it back safe, I guess. Cool. What was I gonna... there was something I was seeing there. I remember when Power started, it's so good and different. Yeah. Now, Power is very different from that era of Power. You know, it's a lot of different wrestlers there and stuff, but it's still very fun. I really love that show. I've watched every episode of NWA Power they have ever aired. The show is, I guess, like 6 years old now, maybe closer to 7. I've watched every episode of Power they have ever aired. And it's my favorite weekly wrestling show. Also big fan of TNA. Also really like AEW. New Japan's always really fun when I tune in a few times a year. I'll tune in and catch up on a few events, and that's always a really fun time. I'm planning on watching the G1 this year. That'll be fun. I've never actually watched a full G1 as it was going up live, so I think I'm going to try and dedicate the time to this year, see if I can get away with it at least. Okay, that room is getting complete. How's our wood supply? Still good, and we are using wood-fueled generators still. Do we have any batteries made? We have the ability to make batteries, but we don't have a battery. I think it's time I finally make one. I'm gonna put it, like, right here. You can put it outside under the awning, and that's okay, but I may as well put it inside there. I like having at least one backup battery just so that if there's a dip in power due to like, okay, people just they've been too busy to refill the generator or something like that, that the power doesn't immediately go out as soon as the power's too low, that we have a bit of a backup, we have a little bit of breathing room, you know? I need wood. Need more wood. Random question, but is 813 hours logged on Cookie Clicker concerning? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what Cookie Clicker is. I just know it's a thing. Isn't it like an idle game or something? Like Adventure Capitalist or something? Something like that? It's something like that. Yeah, it's an idle game. There's one idle game I played that I thought was actually really good. It's on Steam. It's free. What's it called? Like Realm Grinder? I think it's called Realm Grinder. There's a legit strategy in that game. It's really cool. I've reset it and played it fresh a bunch of times over the years. It's a very fun one. It does get very complicated when you look into optimizing everything perfectly. Yeah. That's the thing is, like, when you think of idle games, you think, like, just mindless slop or whatever. No, some of these are actually, like, really well-made games. I'm not an idle game kind of guy, usually. But no, that one's actually, like, really genuinely well-made. It's very cool. Oh, God, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I gotta play that. I don't have time. I know it sounds silly. I don't have time to play an idle game. Isn't the whole thing that it's idle? It's not really, really idle, you know? Like, you're still doing stuff. You're not, like, mashing the click button all the time. No, that's not really what idle games are nowadays. That wouldn't be fun. It's about optimizing and automating and figuring out how to make things work better. You know, like Factorio, in a way. Factorio, in a strange way, has a lot of crossover with idle games. Factorio is fucking phenomenal, by the way. And of course, I have my Let's Plays of Factorio on this channel. The original one is me teaching my friend Truth how to play. Great for if you want to learn how to play. But the newer one is me and Truth goofing around and talking about Sonic Underground and other dumb bullshit and making lots of weird in-jokes. It's very fun. Hey, machining. Okay, we're going to immediately start researching gunsmithing. And I'm going to put down a machining table right here with a stool. Okay, now there isn't much we can make at the machining tool yet, but once we get gunsmithing researched, we can make some very good weapons there. At level 1 gunsmithing, you can already make bolt-action rifles. And a bolt-action rifle is so good. Obviously, it's not like a top tier weapon, but a well-made bolt-action rifle is incredibly accurate. It's an incredibly reliable, very long-range gun that also works well at medium range. Okay, we're gonna put this sculpture in the workshop. I want to beautify the workshop more because I'm noticing more and more that a lot of people spend a lot of their day in there. Hedgehogs Underground. Yeah, they made a vow. Their hedgehogs will be found. Grimbo and Pumbus are my favorite Hedgehogs Underground characters. Oh, you see, my favorite Hedgehogs Underground character is the blue one from Sonic Underground. If you guys want to have any idea what the fuck we're talking about, by the way, I'm telling you, look up Factorio on the channel. You'll have a fun time. Doesn't even matter if you have no idea what Factorio is. You will have a fun time. Can I afford to drop? No, we're so low on steel. I hate this. We got steel right here. I'm gonna just set that whole vein to mining because I know that Alexis is really good at mining. She can get out there and get a head start on that. I don't like that we're so low right now. Oh, hey. Random granite Brock's? It's Brock Lesnar. Yeah, we can go get that. Okay, Busby's gonna go dig as well. Cool, they're both gonna go work on that. Okay, I mean, we have that room down there going, but I don't know. I still kind of feel like a group prison might have some value. Okay, how about we just start doodling on the map a little bit here? Like, I might do it over here-ish? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just, I wish you could copy a plan. Wait, can you copy a plan? Hold on, let me just... Whatever. Copy. I can copy selection to a different area. Okay, we're just gonna use this as like a little open area. Okay. Would making another poll do anything for you? Yeah, probably. If you guys can come up with a good idea for a poll. Okay, let's say, let's have some cells here. I haven't played Prison Architect in a little while, but like, okay, what is this? That's a 4. It's a 4 by 2, 3, 4. That's a 4 by 4. Okay, it can probably be a little smaller than that, honestly. Okay, let's say instead it's this, right? So your bed is 2, and you have a nightstand up there, and then you'd have room for a small table and its chair. That does work. That does work. Okay. Copy selection. Oh, select area to copy, yeah. I could do something like that. It goes out to a little hallway here. You can see I can easily expand it out, right? Is there anything I would need in the prison beyond the cells? And like, you know, temperature control. Oh, Soup Nato's done working? Why? This looks like it still needs doing. Okay. Well, build a bed, and that, and that. Cool. And put in a floor. Okay, back to figuring this out. Is there anything we would want in the prison beyond the cells and the hallway outside of the cells? A distress signal. Intercepted a distress signal come from the nearby Welguo pack. They hate us. Frantically begs for immediate assistance defending against a threat. They offer anything, everything at their camp in return for help, including powerful acro technology. That's cool. But we don't know what the threat is. Where is it? It's really close. We have 15 days to get there. View orbit. Oh, that's like the planet orbit. Okay, yeah, that's not relevant. That's not a long trip. That sounds like a trap. It does kind of sound like a trap. It's not far off the road. It's 1 hex off the road, so the travel is really short. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. Okay, well, how many people would I send? I gotta refresh myself here. Who is like really good at this? Millie Girl's an amazing shot. So is Busby. So is Incinerator. I don't want to take everyone who's good at shooting. Maybe Hand of Fate, Davis, Millie Girl, Busby. You know what? Yeah, that's a good poll question, isn't it? We're gonna close the poll. Wait, I said end poll. Start a new poll. Is this a trap? Yes, no, start poll. Vote on the poll. Like the stream. Okay, we don't really have, like, helmets, which is something that concerns me. Nor do we really have the stuff to make helmets because we're so low on... Actually, I guess we're not as low on steel now. I'm gonna start actually making simple helmets. Don't make it unless you're pretty skilled. Only make it out of steel. Wanna do until we have normal quality and higher, not frayed. We're counting equipped ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only need 7 though, because Big Game Boy is incapable of combat, so he's probably unlikely to need a helmet as a high priority. There. We have the work order now, so they will get working on it when they have nothing else to do, and that's their priority. We have 15 days to do this, which is a full month. So we're gonna take our time and prepare more for this. I don't want grievous wounds, so the bare minimum here is we should at least have helmets. Hey, who are the researchers again? We have quite a few people who are pretty talented at research. Okay. All right, everyone's going to sleep. That's fine. We will speed through the night. Manhunting squirrels can be scary. If they could give you rabies, they'd be scary. Thankfully, that's not a thing. There's a rabies-like disease that animals can have, but I do not believe that colonists can get it. If they can, I've never seen it happen. $50 days, full month? No, 15. A month is 15 days. And when I say a month, I mean, it's a month, but it's also a season. A year in this game is 60 days. Which feels a bit right. I know that sounds short, but it feels right when you're playing. That there's 15 days in a season. There's 4 months. Each month is a whole season. That's just how this planet works. $5 days a month, kind of. But, like, that's the thing is there's only 4 months. We're in December right now, which is, you know, all of winter. Oh man, I'm in Sore Neck Town, USA. No, Soup Nada's got nothing to do. Oh, she's fucking trapped in here. No wonder she wasn't doing anything. My bad. Here. There, now she's free. She's good. she can go do her thing now. There. We have expanded the freezer quite a bit, actually. More than doubled it. Thought it was weird that she wasn't doing anything when this didn't have a door yet. Just got here, what's RimWorld? You're looking at it. Accidentally made a prison, yeah. Oh, speaking of the prison. Right, so is there anything we can think of that the prison needs other than the cells and the hallway outside the cells? Obviously, I can temperature control it. And I will need to. I'll probably have to put a vent between all the rooms. Animal pen's getting pretty full, that's true. But, like, I don't need, like, a desk for a warden in here, you know? Like, there's no reason for anyone to stay in there all the time. We're not actually building it up here, by the way. It's obviously going to be built much closer to our base so that it's accessible, you know? Because we do have people who are going to be going in there often. And we also need to feed them. So, duh. Okay, Soup Nado's working on stuff. Good. They've roofed up that new bedroom. Okay, so if we just copy this selection. Oh, surprised showers aren't a thing? Yeah. I just, it's just not really necessary, is it, in this game? Where would I want this to be? I don't want it super far from the kitchen is the thing. Maybe even one day we gotta move the kitchen. It's just a small little one we threw together at the beginning. Are you making an airlock entry to your freezer to prevent too much cold from coming through? I probably should. I could push back the room a little bit and do that. I used to do that. Your thoughts on Pepsi Punk? Great wrestler. Great wrestler. Cranky, ornery human being. Ooh, sandstone. I think sandstone has a decent beauty stat. Hey, Jupiter Kitty, how's it going? Sleeping sickness on Busby, Millie Girl, and Crowther. God. I mean, okay, we knew this would happen, though. Not sleeping sickness specifically, but, like, we're in a swamp. Or not a swamp, a jungle. Jungles have a high rate of you getting sick in them. So I figured this would happen. That's part of why the hospital is so important. Putting the armory next to the prison sounds like a good idea. And remember to leave the cages unlocked. Yeah, that would be concerning. Man, I hate how much swamp there is, because it makes it difficult to build. We have to bridge over the swamps so that they've got the support to have, like, heavier walls. I don't hate the idea of the prison being up here somewhere. I could even build it right into here, couldn't I? At least a little bit. I don't really want bugs spawning in there. That's the thing. Because when you have mountain overhead that has been dug out, bugs can spawn in it, like giant insect monsters, and those are pretty dangerous. Like, we have a little bit right there where it could happen. And so to avoid that, I can just build a little bit of wall in there. It could be interesting, though. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the bug stuff. You know what? I'll dig into there a little bit. We'll do something like this for now. Okay. For now, we do this. This looks like a good structure. Limestone? No, we have more marble and slate now. We'll use the slate. That's a pretty hard stone. So we're just gonna get those outer walls done. We gotta get rid of that pipeline section as well. Okay, we have a blueprint put down. It'd be a good XP farm if it were any other game, yeah. Can we befriend the bugs? They've changed the game so much over the years, and they've added so many DLCs that it wouldn't shock me if you can, and that I just don't know yet. Hey, machining table done. Make simple helmets. I don't think there's any advantage to doing it here over the blacksmithing table, so no need to do it on both. Or, I could allow it on both just so more people can do it at once. As long as I set it up the same way as the other one, then it's not a problem. Cool. There we go. Okay, now 2 people can do it at once as long as they're skilled enough. Did Alexis immediately put the helmet on? Yep. They're set to unrestricted clothing, that's why. Surely not everyone is. Oh, a lot of people are set to anything. Okay. I don't think I ever made a specific anything, or a specific non-combat gear clothing group. I should, though. I definitely should. Playing through Heart Gold, and I'm in Kanto now, looking to reinforce my team, because my red water onyx almost threw the whole game. Are you doing a Nuzlocke, or like a regular playthrough? When I've seen they don't look friendly. Yeah, no, the giant bugs are dangerous. So much building is going to have to get done up here. Can you deconstruct this while you're here? Yeah, get rid of this, because I want to finish the blueprint. There we go. If the children playing outside is too loud, by the way, if you can hear that, let me know and I'll close the window. Is that blood onyx? I guess so. Did you not create a goal? What do you mean? We have a poll and a goal. How long has the stream been going? Oh, like a little over an hour, but we've only been really playing the game for like 45 minutes, and I don't think I'm gonna go like a ton longer, because my neck is fucking murdering me to death. I can't see the goal. Oh, you mean like a super chat goal? Oh, I didn't make a super chat goal. It just didn't come to mind. I guess I probably should. There we go. I just did the default one. Yay! I mean, you can also just send money through like if you go in the description, there's like the tip jar link. That one also works. If you want to help out with me paying off these vet bills and everything, there's your link. Just, again, like usual, don't feel obligated. I just appreciate that you're hanging out with me. Okay, let's get that other art in the hospital. Really want to beautify that. What's the hotkey again? I always forget this. Not T, G, for seeing rooms. Okay, so this is pretty, beautiful. Okay. Pretty. We should get more in the lab, shouldn't we? We have a neutral workshop. I gotta make that nicer. Hey! Every male colonist smiles with contentment. We have a psychic soothe. That's a good event. It just makes all the men in the colony a bit happier. That's a really nice one. -3 hours to go on the dono goal. Yeah, we talked about that a bit at the start. I set it, when I set that like 2 months ago, the goal, I set it to be done today. Because I figured that today, like, you know, by this point, I will for sure need that money. Now, thankfully, oh my God, I was getting really annoyed on how sponsor money sometimes takes a really long time to come in on YouTube because they're allowed to, like, pay you, like, months after it goes up. I just got the email today telling me that one of my invoices is actually getting paid and I can expect the money on, like, the 7th of April, which is still not for, like, a little over a whole week. So by then, it's for an ad from like late January, and I'll get the money on like the 7th of April, but like, fuck Jesus, I need that money to come in already. You know, Sabu's dental work was not cheap, so that's nice that it's eventually coming in. Like, Jesus, fuck, I had to email my accountants the other day and say, hey, don't run payroll this month. Because January, February, okay, anyone who's a YouTuber knows January, February, in all of advertising, this is on TV as well, advertisements in January, February aren't worth dick. Because the brands all pay the big money to get their ads on the websites and the TV shows during December, when people have money. They don't pay the big bucks during January and February when people are broke and they're not spending money. So it's expected on YouTube, your January, February pay is gonna suck. Well, it extra sucks because my views just got cut in a third, I lost a third of the views, and my analytics tell me it's just I'm being recommended to less people now, which is a shame, because if my click-through rate went down, that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, I'm not doing a good enough job, people are losing interest, you know, maybe my thumbnails or my titles suck, maybe the show is just bland, you know, it is what it is. When it's just my impressions went down, that just means YouTube's showing it to less people. That fucking sucks. That's out of my control. Anyway, all those things happening at the same time, and the extra bills coming in because of Sabu's vet stuff. And tax season is April. So like all of it hitting at the exact same time, is fucking rough. I literally just emailed my accountant and said, don't run payroll. I will instead just take whatever the minimum amount of money I need to get by this month out of the account as a dividend. Cause that's the only way I'm gonna not have a what's it called? A cash flow issue where the money isn't in the account that it needs to be in at the time that it needs to be there. I don't even care if YouTube wants to show me to new people or not. Just show me to the people who subscribed to me. They chose to be here. Like, all the time I get comments where people are like, I thought you stopped doing videos years ago. You haven't shown up on my feed in ages. I have so much to catch up on. And it's like, okay, YouTube, can you take the hint? If people are commenting that means that they wanted to be watching. So how about you show them the thing that they asked to watch? It's ridiculous. Oh, thank you for the 20, Bontran. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Okay, let me map out a little more.
Bet I can smash
Bet I could smash that. There. Just mapped out another couple rooms just so I have that ahead of time. Visually mapped out. Binge watch anything from MCD, from MDB. Autofix, stupid. No, it's okay. My autocorrect on my phone will routinely autocorrect a real word into the incorrect real word. What the fuck is with that? Me legit search only via sub panel. Yeah, I get you. Oh my god, you too. Yes! Oh my god, it happens to you too. Okay, well, I was gonna say I'm happy it's not just me. I'm not happy it's just me. I kind of wish it was just me, because then at least it means you guys don't have to deal with it. But like, what the fuck? Yeah, I type a real word, I know I spelled it right, I hit space, and then I notice after, oh shit, it autocorrected my real word into the wrong real word. Well, why does it do that? Okay, exotic goods trader is coming by. Exotic butters. Jesus, I haven't thought of that in a while. So our best talker is currently Soup NATO at a skill of 10, so she'll do the trade. I still don't know how to pronounce this. Ew? Ew? It's a baby sheep. It's a female baby sheep, I think. All right, Soup NATO's working on the outer wall of the prison. It's gonna be a long job, by the way. It's not a YouTube yeah, that's true. It's not a YouTube glitch. For me, it's my phone's autocomplete. I've got an old Android phone. I never remember what it is. It's a Galaxy something, but I never remember what it is. It's Bet I can smash that. I want to say it's an S10. Where do I go in the settings to find this? I'm looking right now. The children outside are very excited that I'm looking at stuff on my phone, or they more than likely had something exciting happen in basketball, because they're always playing sports in the street here. It's probably basketball. Where do I... Okay, about phone. It's a Galaxy S20 FE 5G. It's whatever that is. I don't know. I got it like 6 or 7 years ago. And I'm riding this thing out until it's dead. Because it still works fine. Like, yeah, it's seen heavy use over the years, but it works fine. I've never had an issue. The only thing I've had is like late last year, it would only charge if I had the like charge cable in it at kind of a weird angle, and it got harder and harder to get it to charge. So I, just took it to a phone repair place, and they replaced the charge port for like $20, I think, and it works fine. Hard to pay through tip jar. We use UPI mostly here. Sorry that YouTube takes away half of these cheers. No, thank you very much. Don't worry that YouTube takes a big chunk. Anything is appreciated. And they don't take half, they take 30%, which is still a hefty chunk, but like, yeah, it's still better than some sites. It's better than Twitch Bits. Twitch takes half of that shit. Okay, we got gunsmithing. I'm immediately... Oh, we already have 6 of the simple helmets done. That's awesome. Okay, immediately, we're making bolt action rifles, and a lot of them. I only want very talented people working on it because I ideally want pretty good quality ones here. I want to do until I have. We're counting equipped ones here. I want to always have a few of these on hand. Any quality? No, normal quality and higher, and they got to not be completely junked. Okay, I gotta check who's good with guns here, because I want to make sure everybody who's good with guns has a proper gun. I forgot Big Game Boy and Supnado are a couple. Okay. 12 in shooting, you already have a gun. Normal quality bolt action, okay, you don't need one. 11, okay, Busby needs one. Incinerator needs one. Hand of Fate would be good with one, but he's also our only really talented melee guy, and he's a super soldier who can take a lot of hits. So I'm keeping him melee. And then Davis could use one. So 1, 2, 3. So we need a grand total of 4 right now. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at 5 so that we have a spare. The red ones go faster. Okay, Supnado. Go talk to the trader. Is there anything else I want to put on the build order here? We can do revolvers, we can do pump action shotguns. We can do a couple cool things. Oh, shred mechanoids and drones. Yeah. You can also like break them apart at a crafting spot, but this one gets you more of the metal. So this one is gonna be due forever. Yeah, just not friendly mechs, because we can reuse those. Cool, so we're just gonna have that on the list forever because it gets us material. Yeah, so that new building in the top left that we're building, that is the beginning of our blueprint for a prison. That's kind of our next big building we're working on right now. We're just putting down the outer layer of the walls at the moment. Oh, and what are we gonna research next? Okay. We don't have plate armor, or else we could start getting flak armor, which is very important. Plate armor wouldn't take super long. I don't hate solar panel. Auto door is kind of nice in a few places. It's a luxury. It's not super important, but in a really, really high traffic place, like if you're cooking for a big base, for instance, an auto door for the freezer does actually save you a noticeable amount of time. Sterile materials would be good for the hospital and the lab, more so the hospital. A tube television is not super expensive, and it would be good entertainment for the rec room. Watermills are cool, but we don't have a river. Blowback operations is auto pistol and machine pistol, which are just kind of whatever. It leads to gun turrets, which can be good, and gas operations, which, yeah, chain shotgun is a hell of a weapon. Heavy SMG, LMG, they definitely have their purpose, but chain shotgun, I've had some good luck with that one before. Tox, gas, probably not going to be using that. Prosthetics is not a bad idea. We can make prosthetic legs, which requires components and steel. That's really tempting. Don't we have someone with a peg leg that needs replacing? We have a wooden foot on Busby, although he still walks pretty well, so he doesn't really need a whole prosthetic leg. Wooden hand on Hand of Fate. Okay, no one's got a peg leg. Okay, we don't need prosthetics that badly. Although, I mean, you want prosthetics before you have the problem where someone's leg gets blown off. So, getting it ahead of time would be good. My daughter said, "This ain't Baby Shark." Okay, I don't know how old your daughter is. That's either hilarious or adorable and hilarious, depending on the age of the daughter. Like, if it's a teenager, that's just fucking funny. If your daughter is like little kid, that's absolutely adorable. This ain't Baby Shark. That's the tagline of my show from now on. It ain't Baby Shark. Busby is a pirate? It's just a peg foot, I think, isn't it? Not a whole peg leg. She's two? Okay, that's adorable. one day when she's older, you're gonna show her that clip. And you're gonna think it's really funny, and she's just gonna think you're dumb because she's of that age where she doesn't like her parents anymore. And then she'll grow out of that and she'll like you again. You know how kids are. You know how kids are better than I do. You got one. Okay, we gotta learn fishing at some point, because I am new to the whole fishing thing, and it sounds really fun. Maybe it's time we just do something for fun, right? And like, obviously it's gonna be useful having fish, but... oh, but heavy bridges. Nah. Noble apparel? Okay, look, there's a lot of directions we can go with this. Like, long blades would be pretty quick, and it would make us, it would let us make a better sword. Hand of Fate is using, I think it's a breaching axe, which is good, but I would like to make him like a better weapon, like a spear or a longsword or a warhammer. Those are all pretty solid melee weapons when it comes to like, you know, low-tech stuff. But we're doing fishing zones. Hermit crab? That's new. It's only 70 bucks, but our money's pretty low. Fun? How dare you, kind sir, playing a game for fun. Okay. First of all, the first thing I always do is I go through and I see, is there anything I can sell? I could sell them a marble sculpture for 200 bucks, and that might actually be worth it because we can remake these sculptures. Like, these sculptures are easy for us to make. You know, we have very talented artists. They're working very often. I think Incinerator's been doing a lot of our art lately, and he's doing a really good job. We're not gonna go running out of marble. You know, there's stone all over the place. And we don't desperately need art right now, so I think I am actually gonna sell that so that we can make a little bit of money, because we're pretty poor. Pilot assistant. Neural interface that connects a pilot's brain directly to the vehicle, enhancing the pilot's control. Now that's new. That's cool. Gene pack, cool. It makes you cool. Apparently being cool is genetic. Okay. Is there anything I really desperately want? I could buy components. Whew, not cheap. Glitter World Medicine. Plasteel. Super not cheap. I could sell animals, of which we do have an excessive amount. We have so many ducklings, but they're not worth much money until they grow up. Wow, some of these bulls and cows and stuff, though, like, I could sell a 0-year-old bull for 200 bucks. I have 2 of them. I have 2 0-year-old bulls. I could make some serious money selling them. This cow is already pregnant. I wish we'd get more female cows. We have 1 cow that's 0 and pregnant. I didn't know a 0-year-old cow could be pregnant. I guess I don't know much about cows, though. Thought this was the animals we could buy. No. I know. People always get confused by this buying and selling screen, and I don't blame you. I get confused by it too. Okay, I'm gonna sell 1 of the baby bulls, just in case something happens to the other bull. But that's still good money. Oh, we have another bull up here, though. Hi, Rocky. You probably heard that meow. He just stood up tall on the side of my chair to paw at me. Yeah, you want some lab time? You want up? Do you want up, or did you eat all your food and you're trying to come tell me? You look tempted. Oh, you look like you're tempted. Come on, Rocky. Yay, he's up. Okay, there's another calf there. We got some lambs. The lambs aren't really worth much. Not compared to those bulls. Rocky, what do you think? I don't really want to sell the camels because those are pack animals and we don't have any horses. Are they selling horses? Oh, Rocky, don't get scared off. It's okay. Wow. Cows reach breeding age in 13 to 15 months. Okay, that is pretty young. They're not selling any horses. No, the only animal they're selling is one hermit crab, which I don't think is probably a very useful animal, I'm gonna be honest. It's cool, but, like, it probably doesn't give me anything. It's not a pack animal, you know. Tameness. The animal can learn to consider itself a member of your colony. That is cool. Maybe sell the old dormitories. Is that how they're called? Dormitory. See, I call them camels. Is there a search thing on this? Sort by category, no. Oh, there's a search thing here. I want to clean this up. Dromedary. Dromedary, not dormitory. Good lord. Okay. That's much easier to look at. Oh my god. They're all female except for this one, so I really don't want to lose it. Nah, I think I'm actually going to keep all of these. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep all of these for now, until we have a more stable supply of them, you know? I don't think there's anything I really want to buy unless one of these books are really good. Fat's Intro to Cuisine. I'm sorry, Fat's Intro to Cuisine. That's incredible. And Cruncher's research on diagnosis. That's medical experience. Up to a max of level 12. There's value there. Do you want up? You look perturbed, Rocky. Well, you know what, Rocky? I'm really sore. I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes anyway. I kind of want this. And then Lurker Voron, which is learning some of the anomaly stuff, which we do want to get into anomaly stuff. I had a lot of fun with that on the previous playthrough. So we got to do more of that. But I don't really feel like this book is all that important. I feel like the medical book could be, though. I'm going to buy that, even though it means we have less money. Yeah, we're going to buy that. Hi, Rocky. Yeah, he's pawing at me. He really wants my attention. Okay, Rocky. Can you just, Okay, Davis is already going to go haul that. Cool. Just making sure someone's on top of it. Are the helmets done? It looks like it. Almost done. The last one is being worked on right now. Cool. All right. I know it was a short play session today. I only played the game itself for a little over an hour. Let's save that. I know I only played the game for a little over an hour. But I'm sore as hell and I'm only capable of so much today. So I'm going to try and I'm going to probably feed Rocky. I figure he went through all of his food already. So I'm going to go feed Rocky. I'm going to try and edit the last of that Pokemon Ultra Moon videos that I have recorded and not edited yet. It'll take a little while because there's some fun editing gigs for that one, but you'll probably see it in the playlist sometime tonight. So I'm going to try and get that done. This whole VOD will be up on my streaming channel over on the other channel. You can see the link to that in the description of my videos, including this stream that you're watching right now, if you want to go subscribe there and see where it's going to upload later. And I might stream tomorrow, but I might have an electrician coming by, and I would have to wait until after that appointment. I don't even have an ETA on when they're going to show up, and I don't even have full confirmation on if they're going to show up tomorrow. So I'm really hoping I get some confirmation on that soon. But I'm going to go get this stuff, done. And yeah, if you need me for anything, just hit me up on Discord. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.